Here are 9 tips you need to know about mold detox. So this can really be compromising your health if you have been exposed, whether you know it or not, to mold in your environment. These 9 tips are really going to help you. Okay, tip number 1 is to stop your exposure. So finding out that you actually have a mold issue in your environment, in your home, your office, maybe a cottage, it is really important to have this evaluated by a professional and, more importantly, to have it safely removed. This is one of the things that often you don't want to take care of this yourself in most cases, especially if it's behind the walls or as part of construction or, in an older building. You never want to use bleach on mold. That's a big misconception and can make those mold spores so much worse and make them disperse so much more into the environment. So not using bleach and having this professionally looked at. Okay, tip number 2 for mold detox is to consider purchasing some air purifiers, increasing your air ventilation in the area, so opening up windows, and the best thing is natural sunlight exposure. If you think about it, mold usually grows in a dark place that does not have enough sunlight, so enhancing that sunlight exposure and light is going to be really important to stave off that mold growth. Okay, tip number 3 is to limit your EMFs. Now, this is interesting because electromagnetic fields, the non-natural ones, of course, are going to exacerbate mold growth. And this is something that has been evaluated and studied. And by following Mother Nature's prescription, this becomes very important. So getting outside for yourself, for your own body, because if you have the symptoms of mold toxicity, this is going to be something that you definitely want to make sure that you're reconnecting with nature. So spending time in natural sunlight, getting grounded, things that I often talk about in most of my videos, really important if you have been exposed to that mold. Okay, tip number 4 is to do some full body detoxing, and especially actually eliminating those heavy metals from your body becomes very important because fungus actually thrives on heavy metals, things like mercury, which most of us are exposed to at some point. So one of the things that you can use is chlorella, which is a blue-green algae. I love this because it actually helps to detox mycotoxins related to mold and fungal exposures. Okay, tip number 5 for mold detox is doing infrared sauna exposure. Helping to detoxify through your perspiration becomes very important. It helps with those heavy metals, to eliminate those through the sweat, and making sure that you're always wiping off your sweat as you are detoxing in a sauna. Those heat shock proteins helping with your immunity as well. So this is going to really help with your mold detox. Okay, tip number 6 is to do some salt baths, and putting in some herbal medicines with your salt into that bath water can be a great way, again, to detoxify and actually help your microbiomes as well. So some of my favorite herbal medicines here are cloves, artemisia, black walnut, as well as oregano, and these can also help with fungal issues as well. Opening up some capsules of this combination into bath water with some salt, amazing for that full body detox as well, and to help with that mold detox. Okay, tip number 7 is to do some Parasite and Candida cleansing, and always putting the good guys back in. So once you've done and using those herbal medicines, the CABO that I discussed, but also making sure that you're putting the good guys back in, your probiotics, becomes very important for that healthy microbiome and to help with that mold detox. Tip number 8 is to take some supportive supplements. So things like magnesium, and especially magnesium bisglycinate. Vitamin C, also very supportive to your immune system to help if you have been exposed to that mold and it's been a chronic thing. Especially you want to make sure that you've got these essential minerals. Things like magnesium help to trap some of those heavy metal toxins as well. Really helps with chronic candida and fungal issues. Okay, and tip number 9 is to do some lymphatic drainage massage. Now, this is really important to be able to drain that lymph to help your immune system. Of course, your lymphatic system works along with your immunity to help your body to eliminate anything that's stuck. And you want to keep that blood flowing, but keep those lymphatics flowing as well. I do have more information about this, so I want you to check out my video, 3 best foods to help lymphatic drainage. I'll see you there.